Welcome back to the YouTube Golf Show. My name is Jaden Boyce. Episode 3. We took a little break. Got sick. Masters week. Something else came up. Could not record. But we're here today. Episode 3. Love the support we've been getting from all y'all. It's been fantastic. Today's episode, we're going to talk about who is the biggest YouTube golf creator. It's a great question. I feel like nobody actually has like I don't know. Nobody knows who the biggest is. I feel like Bob Does has the biggest debate right now. But then if you look at like subscribers, I think technically Rick Shields is, and you have Good because they all have all their platforms and stuff. So it goes down like who is the biggest we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about Bryson and his PR accidents. We're gonna talk about the Bryan Bros and the lads and all of that coming together. We're gonna talk about who the most fun creator to watch in the actual game is, specific person. So yeah, let's get into who do I think is the biggest creator. I just want to get this out of the way. I'm sorry, everyone. We are dealing with the whiplash lighting. If you've ever seen the movie Whiplash, it is the most yellow movie of all time. That's what it feels like right now in here. Super yellow. J.K. Simmons classic. Go watch it. But so freaking yellow of a background. And then yeah, just that we're gonna come back with weekly episodes. Got away from it for a second, and I feel bad about it. So sorry, everyone. But when we go down as the biggest jump since 2023, I'd say Grant Horvat. I think ever since he left I don't think we've seen a bigger upright. Like he was the one getting the biggest creator or the biggest just celebrities and stuff, and he still does. So Grant, you'd have to say so. You look at two individuals who, again, since 2023 have really shot up. You go to the Bryan Bros, my personal favorites. The Bryan Bros, they're huge. They're building a community. I mean, the stuff they can do with pro golf to really just say, okay, well, I mean, Wesley didn't have a choice but to leave, but to just say, screw it, we're going full time, full on YouTube golf now. It's kind of fun to see. So, like, the Bryan Bros are up there. You go all time. I mean, what I already say Bob does. I mean, Bob does right now. It seems like it's the number one just because it's a TV show. I mean, they got LeBron James. Their subscriber count's going crazy right now. They have the biggest fan base, I'd say. Bob does. Bob does. I mean, they have people who aren't. You don't even have to like golf to watch Bob does. I could say the same about. No, I'd say really only Bob does are the only people who you don't have to be a fan of golf and you can still love it. You can still appreciate it. So Bob does, and then you go all time. I think Rick Shields and Good all time are the biggest creators and stuff. There is no YouTube golf without Rick Shields or Good. And I feel like a lot of the times Rick Shields kind of gets a little underrated just because his videos might not perform as well anymore just because of the style of it. But he just has to stay on brand, I guess. But Good. I've been talking about them a lot more recently. I said in a TikTok clip they were underrated. And I think that kind of got taken the wrong way as everyone's like, what do you mean they're underrated? They're one of the biggest. I think a lot of people don't watch. I think more people now watch the Bryan Bros, Grant, and Bob Does more than Good. And you're even getting into some of these newer people like the lads, like this, like that, where people are deciding to watch that over Good. So when people are like, Good, we're one of the biggest, yes. But I think other people are starting to watch more stuff instead of just Good. So sometimes like their Survivor Series, super entertaining. The community they've built with Haley, with Marissa, uh, with Hadley. Uh, I'm forgetting the other. Oh my goodness, I'm forgetting the other girl's name, but she's like super entertaining. She's actually one of my favorites. Oh my goodness, let me just. I hate to be that guy, but like she's actually one of my favorites, so I feel like I should not uh get it wrong here. Let me go. Good girls. Um, good. They're so good. They're actually one of my favorites right now. Oh my goodness, this is actually bad. This is just skip ahead 30 seconds, everyone. Uh, good girls. Uni, yes, Uni. So sorry, Uni. So you have Uni, Hadley, Marissa, and then Hadley. No, wait, who am I? I'm not saying this right, am I, everyone? Who? It's Uni, Marissa, Hadley, and then Maggetti's girlfriend. She's one of the biggest ones. Let me see this. Did I get it all wrong or no? Is there? I hope I didn't get this wrong. Okay, Hadley. Oh, Alexis. Yes. Okay. Okay. The funny thing is, like, Uni and Alexis are actually my two favorites in that. So that's funny. I forgot it. But yeah, okay. Uni, Alexis, Hadley, and Marissa, like that whole community on like the Good Good Survivor Series, they're great on it. And then you go to probably my two favorite guys in all of Good Good. Well, I'd say like besides Garrett is Sean and Brett. So then I go over to the Good Good Pros, and they're just playing exceptional golf. I think they both could honestly compete on tour at the like at a high level ish, like with like George Bryan ish kind of level. So you have them, and then like you still have Mo and all of that crew of Good Good too. So when they all combine, like this video they're doing for Survivor, it's almost like Good Good of anyone is kind of trying to build that whole network, kind of like a Barstool Sports type network. Let's have other shows on as well. So that's why I respect Good Good a lot more than other people will right now. And so I still think like, yeah, they're one of the biggest right now. And they just have more things they're offering than some of these other places and stuff. So Good Good's up there. Watching Grant this year, it's been a lot of people say he's boring, he's this and that. You can say that. His golf's been exceptional this year. I think if he did a PGA Tour event, I honestly think Grant could make the cut on a PGA Tour event. The way he's playing right now, I just got done watching the lads and Bryan Bros crossover video. Grant's playing great. Like he is actually, I mean, it's his distance maybe you can come at him for, but he can still, I mean, his driving accuracy is amazing. His ball striking's great. His putting's good. Grant Horvat is a very, very good golfer. And if you just watch him over the past 2 to 3 years, like his game has just gotten so much better from what it was. I mean, there was a time him and Garrett were really close to each other. Now it's obviously Grant over Garrett. But I don't know. It's just crazy to me how good and how big Grant's gotten since he left Good Good. But yeah, so those four, and then Rick Shields 5-ish. And then after that, like who do you go? Like I wouldn't say right now Michael Morris is up in that category at all. Going like a video I see in a group I see it, it's kind of just collabs after that point. Like Mason, like Busta Jack Golf. What happened to those days? I miss those days. Mason Nutt, though, I mean, I made a TikTok about it. Mason Nutt's one of my favorite YouTube golfers right now. He's fun. He's entertaining. In this backyard golf, I think that's what it was like. The D'Angelo Russell's YouTube account. I've always been a big D'Lo fan. I never actually knew how chill he was, but like you watch these videos, he is one of the more chill athletes that does videos with these YouTube guys, and he's super relaxed on there. He's good. I mean, he's actually a very solid golfer and stuff. So D'Lo, I hope that they get him. I hope they get him in the Internet Invitational. Like we're talking about someone we need. I just saw some UFC fighters gonna be in it, but like D'Lo would be a great get for the Internet Invitational. I mean, he is actually entertaining, great athlete. You get him, Austin Reeves. I cannot wait for this Ryder Cup in Pinehurst. I think they're doing something. I just saw Bronny's gonna be in there. It's gonna be great, but the only worry is with the Internet Invitational is you get too many of these celebs in that you think you can't say no to. Like, how do you say no to Austin Reeves? How do you say no to Bronny James? How do you say no to D'Lo? How do you say no to Caitlin Clark? Because they're such big names, they're gonna get so many views in. But like that event specifically for content creators. So I watched a video on Brilliantly Bob. He was on, and I love Robbie Berger. Don't get me wrong. I saw him on Jersey Jerry and Rico Bosco's podcast, and they were like, "Hey, why didn't our boy Kirk get in?" He's like, I just don't think a lot of people would have handled that well. All that totally fair, and he even said he was a fan of Kirk. He was totally fair about it. But like to Kirk's point, I don't think there's another man on earth that would be more entertaining. I said the word entertaining. You may not like Kirk. I love Kirk. You may not like him, but entertainment wise, there's nobody who's going to be as entertaining as Kirk Minihane. Now, would you rather have Austin Reeves there because of his name? I bet. But if we're gonna talk about like what's gonna turn out better, the Internet Invitational, is this whole thing gonna turn out better if you have a big celebrity name or if you have the most entertaining person to be there? So it's all about like how many more rewatches are you gonna get. If Kirk's gonna be in there, you're gonna get 10 to 20 great clips of him just being a psycho, funny, competitive, because that's what he is. Like if he was there for the Quan situation, that was his teammate, he would have actually shot him. Like Luke Quan would have been dead. So I'm so sorry to go off the course here, but like Kirk Minihane, he's a guy. I hope he gets a YouTube golf channel. I should do more golf content. Fantastic. So for the Internet Invitational, sorry, totally sidetracked here. We're talking D'Lo. We were talking Austin Reeves. All these guys are great. Get them here. But let's not forget the entertaining YouTube golfers actually that we can get. If y'all are scared of Kirk Minihan, that's the guy you. If y'all are scared of Kirk Minihan, that's the guy you need. That's the guy you need to get there. I hope like you watch him in the Ryder Cup, electric. He better be there this year. I might every single episode go on here and say Dave Portnoy put Kirk Minihan on here. I see he's on one of the Family Feud teams. He better go on the actual Family Feud. Like you get him and Witt. Like Witt's another guy. Get Witt back on. Witt needs to be back on. I love Witt. And it's like some of these guys are like, oh, well, it's not as big as Wayne Gretzky. Oh, it's not as big as Caitlin Clark. Oh, what about Kai Trump? I don't care. For me, I'm going to watch that video no matter what celebrity's in there. So give me the most entertaining person you can bring on that's going to make it a better video. That is my internet invitational rant. I'm so sorry about that. Kirk, if you're out there watching, I'd love to get you on a show and talk about how much you hate YouTube golf. Because he actually hates YouTube golf. He said it's for certain people on his last podcast interview. But no, we're talking biggest YouTube golfers. That's what we were talking before. Totally sidetracked. I would throw the New Zealand boys up there for me. They're growing a lot. It's not about like looking at subscriber rate, because you look at the New Zealand boys. I mean, if that was just a normal like group of guys, like if they're called New Zealand Golf, they would have probably 1 million subscribers right now. But they're all on different platforms and stuff, so you kind of add them all together. But they're fantastic. Love what they're doing. Quan, love them. Sam's funny. Taco's funny. You just have to get them. Like the Barstool guys would hate those guys. Like in the Internet Invitational, if that group's there, the Barstool guys are not gonna like them because their whole thing is like being super like nonchalant and stuff. And I know like that's not the Barstool way. A lot of people don't know how we find them entertaining. I find them super entertaining though. So yeah, I think it comes down to a nice question. Is YouTube golf better to watch than regular golf? We know Kevin Kisner kind of went at CBS with the whole broadcasting, and he was actually correct about that. That broadcast was awful. It was terrible. You don't get that in YouTube golf. You don't get production that's ever that bad. But like, of course, we all like watching things live, so that's a part of it. But still, it comes down to what would I rather watch, the Internet Invitational or the RBC Heritage? I'd rather watch the Internet Invitational. And you could say that same with, I would rather watch the Bryan Bros and Bob Does Sports and Grant collabs over. I would rather watch a hater series with with Bob Does over RBC Heritage. I would rather watch the Cut series than the RBC Heritage. I would rather watch Riggs's a hater series. You might hate me for that. I like Riggs. I'm actually a big Riggs fan. I think he's underrated. I think everyone hates on him for, I don't know why. I like the foreplay guys. I think they're great. I would rather watch that than the RBC Heritage. And that's, again, I'm saying the RBC Heritage because that's a big event. It's a really big event and stuff. So that's kind of my whole deal with, I think YouTube golf is better than the PGA right now. I'm going to get so much hate for that. How do you think that? That's what I think. I enjoy watching YouTube golf more than any, because I enjoy entertainment and I enjoy personality. And there's nowhere better for sports right now, for personality wise, than YouTube golf, because you get to see personalities more than anything else. So that's my opinions on YouTube golf. Bob Does Sports, why do they stay near the top? Why are they so dominant right now? Because they look at people who aren't just golfers, and I don't even think it's like, oh, they're super relatable. I think people just know like what comedy is, and Bob Does. Funniest guys in the game, one of the biggest YouTubers right now. They're fantastic. I get scared that like Perez would leave. I do get worried about that if Perez would ever leave, just because he's getting pretty big right now too. But their last hater match, did Joey Dow lose that? I think Joey may have lost that day. I forget it. But that man was like awkward. I think those guys actually make everyone uncomfortable. He was super weird. And then the freak out session video, that was actually pretty freaking funny. Joey's freak outs are comedy. Because it's tough to know if he's real or not, if he's being real or not. But like any TV show, you got to take it with a grain of salt. But it's still funny. You can tell me they're all fake. You can tell me they're all acting. I wouldn't care because that's still funny. And that's just respect for entertainment at that point. So, yes, A guy we didn't talk about as like the biggest right now, Bryson DeChambeau. I guess everyone would probably say Bryson's the biggest. He's been getting a lot of flack or a lot of shit recently on how did he fire his PR team? Like what's happening? Like we're all seeing the real Bryson again. He's kind of seeming like a D-back. And again, I love Bryson. I like him a lot, but I'm gonna like be honest on here. I'm gonna cover it like I would with anyone else. And Bryson, complaining about the sand, complaining about the ground, complaining about like everything as of recent. Like again, we don't know what anyone's going through in life. So I don't like to just like be like, oh, you've switched up, you're acting like a total D-back. We have no idea what people are going through right now. But Bryson recently has said some prick-ish things, and then he bailed out because of his wrist. I don't know if the ground did that to him. Maybe the bunker did that to him. But I think honestly, like Bryson's the biggest name in golf right now. You could argue most entertaining. He's definitely the biggest name in golf. Biggest name in golf since prime Tiger Woods. Honestly, like we're talking like literal his image, like non-golfers, you know him, Bryson DeChambeau. And the thing is, he's not even. I mean, you could argue he's not even a top 5 player right now. So it's crazy. But Bryson DeChambeau is the biggest golfer on the planet. YouTube, anything, professional. He gets the most eyes on him. The most people know him. The most people love him. But he also has some of the most haters. Um, he hasn't uploaded for a little bit, but like Bryson, what's his next steps? If it's Live gone under, I don't know if that's something we even want to touch up on. But a lot can be said about that. But I did say he could be considered the most entertaining YouTube golfer. Why would I say he's not? That's nothing he did wrong. But I think that the most entertaining golfer, and y'all can say this is Glaze, I would say honestly the most entertaining athlete right now. But the most entertaining golfer, so nobody get crazy pissed off at me, is Wesley Bryan. I said it and I'll stand behind it. Wesley Bryan, if you know me, I'm a huge Wesley Bryan fan. He's funny, he's confident. His mind tricks he plays are fantastic. You put him with Jason Day, you put him with Grant, you put him with any competitor slash just entertainer. He's going to be the most entertaining guy in golf. I want to see him back on the PGA. I don't know what the PGA is doing by leaving him off. It's one of the dumbest things ever. Um, Former RBC Heritage champ, as we're just talking about it before. But he's just he's the blueprint for entertainment as a professional athlete. He doesn't let his personality slip. So if you don't like him, what you see on there, then yeah, maybe you don't like him as a person. That I like what he does, so I like him a lot. Uh, Wesley and George, like I would love to have them on the podcast. Almost like be like, oh, what? Like I almost sometimes I'm like, oh, do I though? Because I just like I don't know. I don't want to like know him too well or anything. That kind of be like, oh, you meet your heroes. Oh, you don't like him as much type deal. But no, Wesley, super entertaining. I love George. George has almost been a different guy in 2026. His entertainment level super high. He's not getting scared to cross the lines or do anything too. Super excited for the YGT with all those guys. But yeah, watching the Grant, Bryan Bros, and the lads. I'm definitely gonna watch more lads after that. That was great seeing them. The lads are good stuff. I've been watching Ryan Ruffles and the Good Survivor. He's been great, and that video is great. I like his 1v1s he does with everyone too. He's just a super class act. Like Ruffles is just class. Great golfer. He's been fantastic. That video was funny. Go watch it. Evans, I like Evans and the Bryan Bros. He's good stuff. I did miss George, but Evans was a good number 2 to have back. I like that YouTube championship that the Bryan Bros did a while ago where we first saw Evans. He's fantastic, so I've been liking that a lot. Jason Day did fantastic at the Masters. I mean, he was in contention on Sunday. Um, he's one of my favorite golfers I watch right now. Entertainment wise, he's top 5 most entertaining golfers in the world right now. Jason Day, 1000%. He's a top 5 most entertaining golfer in the world. And you put him with Wesley and George and Grant, he just gets even more entertaining. I think his dynamic with Wesley's one of the funniest on the planet. So yeah, they're great. Who else? I guess probably the biggest breaking news to like kind of close this out in is Mason Green winning a pro tour event. Now let me look up. This was on like the PGA. Like what was this that he won? Because it wasn't a actual like PGA like event. Mason Green, which props off. We haven't seen anyone win a PGA event from YouTube Golf or anything related to the PGA since Bryson at the U.S. Open like 3 years ago. So it's kind of crazy. He got it done. Mason Green's fantastic golfer. Mason Green so this was the Corn Fair. No, was this not Corn Fair? I know he like qualified to something through Q School. Sorry, I don't know exactly what it was, but I know it was like related to the PGA and stuff. Mason Green comes out there. He was like up by 5 by one point. I was kind of checking along because I do like Mason Green. And I remember when I first watched him this year, I don't know what it was, but he was like kind of in a slump. I could tell he was a really good golfer, but he wasn't playing up to his potential. And now to see him pull this off, fantastic, crazy, to win it for YouTube Golf. That's honestly the biggest news of YouTube Golf of the week. In a week where we had the Bryan Bros, the lads, and Grant posting. A week where we've had Good Survivor. A week where we've had Bob Does dropping great video after great video. The biggest news out of anything, though, is Mason Green winning a pro event like that. That was fantastic to see. I hope he can get a PGA Tour card. I don't know how all that works, but fantastic from him. Oh, that was a long show. Not really, not long at all, but it is coming to an end. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe. I think I might post another time this week just to get caught up on some other. So I think Spittin' Chicklets and Bob Does might drop a video this week together. That's coming soon, I know. So if there's a big video this week, I'm going to drop a video reacting to it, explaining it, my thoughts about it. Thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. It's been a fantastic show. Join the program by subscribing. You'll be a part of the family. Thank you guys.